सिया राम के काज सवारे, सिया के काज सवारे, मेरा मन उधार पवन विनती शक्ति तुम्हारी, तुम भर दिए अवधरिहारी, तुम अवधरिहारी, भक्ति भाव से क्या तो है, भक्ति भाव से क्या पर दुखों से पार पवन दुख बंधन माफी नंदन, सुनो मेरी पुकार, सुनो मेरी पुकार, पवन विनती बारंबार, पवन विनती बारंबार, पवन विनती बारंबार।
Thank you. प्रेम से बोले जगदम्बे माता की जय। As it is the auspicious season of Chaitra Navaratri, before I begin this evening's discourse on the Shri Ram Charitamanas, please join me in this invocation kirtan to Devi Maa. Durge, Durge, Maa Durge, Jai Jai Maa. Maa Durge, Durge, Jai Jai Maa. Amba Durge, Sai Durge, Devi Durge. Shakti Om, 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 Shakti Om. प्रेम से बोले जगदम्बे माता की जय. Jai Shri Rama. Many centuries ago, long time ago, at the very beginning of time, when there was absolute nothingness in the universe, there was just darkness. There was no being in sight. There was no source of water, no source of life. Just Kali, just darkness. That which you can't perceive. In ancient Tantra, we call that concept of that which cannot be perceived as Adi Shakti, Maha Shakti, and Para Shakti. Adi Shakti means that great benevolent energy that was here first. Mahashakti means the greatest energy that is the creator of everything, and also Swaha Swadha Namostute, she who dissolves everything through Swaha and through Swadha, for the Devas and for the ancestors. And then on a day like yesterday, the first day of Chaitra Navaratri, a rumbling happened in the universe. And from that big bang, life started to come about. And there's a very beautiful mantra that many of us know and have learned when we were children. So I invite you to invoke the Ishwar Stuti. That stuti which gives reverence to Ma as the creator of the universe, as our friend, as the soul that lives within us, and as the goddess that is there to receive us as the Agni at the end of time. So join your hands, close your eyes, and let us focus on the Mother of the Universe, our cosmic friend. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadram Tanayasuva Om Hiranya Garbha Samavartatagre Bhutasya Jataha Patirekaya Sadadar Prithvim Dhyamuteva Kashme Devaya Havishavidema Om Ya Atmada Banadayasya Vishwapasate Prashisham Yasya Deva Yasya Jaya Amritam Yasya Mritu Kashme Devaya Havishavidema Om Yah Pranatane Mishito Mahitve Indraja Jagato Bhabuva Ya Ishye Aswatipata Chatushpada Bolo Kashme Devaya Havishavidema येन स्वस्त्ववितं येन नाकं यो अन्तरिक्षीरजसो विमाना कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ प्रजापतिर्नात्वदितानन्यो विश्वजातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामस्तेजोहमस्तनो अस्तु वयं श्यामपतयोरहीना ॐ सन्नो बन्धुरजनित साविदता दामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्व यत्र देवा अमृतमानशान तृतीये तामनदैर्यन्त O Ma, you are that cosmic darkness that represents space and nothingness. O Ma, you are that radiant light that shines bright into the entire universe as Surya. O Ma, you are the cosmic stars and constellations that glisten in the night sky. O Ma, when the sun goes down, you are the moon that comes up to keep me company in the dark. O Ma, you are the ground upon which I stand upon, Prithvi Ma, Bhumi Devi, my first cosmic womb. The womb of the universe, the Hiranyagarbha, you are that Mother Earth. Prithvi Dvaya Dritaloka Devi Tvam Vishnuna Drita Tvam Chadhama Devi Pavitram Kuru Jayasanam. For you are that asan, you are that seat, Ma. You are the cosmic lap that cradles me from the moment I'm born, Ma, throughout my entire life, up until I come back to you as Basmantvam Shariram, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, back into your cosmic dwelling, O Ma. And O Ma, you are not just this cosmic space. You are not just Prakriti, you are not just nature, but you are that divine mother that goes from Nakara, formless, from the microcosm, and you become Sakara, for you now take human form, Maryada Purushottam, the ideal human that walks this earth. Prem si bole Jagadambe Mata ki So there was once a goddess by the name of Parvati. Say her name. Parvati. And Parvati, as we know, is the consort of Lord Shiva. So Parvati, when she was born to Raja Shaila, the mountain king. So when she was born, her first name was Shailaputri. Bolo? Shailaputri. So last night we celebrated the Divine Mother as a baby, she who takes birth here on earth. And just like all of us, we receive our father's last name. Let's say her name was Parvati Shailaputri, the daughter of the mountain king. And then on a day like today, the second day of Navaratri, we regard the mother as Brahmacharini, where she now goes to school. A Brahmacharini means that she is a student of life. She is a child, she's growing like Suri. She learns right from wrong. She learns what she likes and what she doesn't like. She learns about what her foundation is, who her loved ones are, who her supporters are, and she even learns who doesn't necessarily wish her well. And then on the third evening of Navaratri, we regard the mother as Chandragantha. Bolo? Chandragantha. This is where she now becomes married to Lord Shiva. And what's his name? Chandrasekhara. And therefore, he gives her the cosmic crescent moon as a wedding gift, and the ghanta, a bell, as a wedding gift. Therefore, she's known as Chandra Ghanta, she who shines light wherever she goes, she who brings cosmic sound and vibration and healing wherever she goes. And then on the 4th day of Navaratri, we worship her as Kushmanda Devi. Bolo. Kushmanda is where she is now pregnant with a very cosmic child. This is where she's known to be carrying the Hiranyagarbha, the cosmic universe within her womb. Like many of you mothers here, you've carried life into this world. You are the embodiment of Shakti that has taken form to not only experience this samsara, but to recreate birth again and again. And with just a smile, she creates kush. She creates happiness and vibrance. And within her is the golden egg, the anda, kushmanda. And then the 6th evening, we regard her as Skanda Mata. Bolo? And Skanda Mata is where she gives birth to a very mystical child, with not 1 or 2 or 3, but several heads connected by one body. This represents each and every one of us here in this room and beyond. Every creation you can think of, animate, inanimate, quadruped, biped, 2 legs, 4 legs, caterpillars with numerous legs that then become butterflies. That which we can see and not see. This is Shakti. This is Skandha. This is all of us with numerous heads connected by one thing. Repeat after me. Prana, Apana, Shushumna, Hari, Harihar, 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 Hari. For the one thing that connects us all is the prana, the Shakti that exists within you and me. That divine mother that gives us the ability to live, the prana. And then the divine mother, from being Parvati, from being the wife of Shiva, from being the mother of all of the Ghanas, Ganesh and Skanda, from right there, she manifests again and again on earth, known here as Katyayani. Bolo. So there was once a sadhu by the name of Katya Rishi. He did lots of tapasya because there were demons plaguing the earth. And he said, "Oh Ma, please be born as my child, for these demons can only be defeated by you." That's a story for another day. But the mother takes birth as Katyayani Devi. From there, Parvati sends her Shakti down on earth to be born. Just like Kajal sits here, but there's a Suri there. She has recorded herself in a different body. There's Ria, there's Auntie Esther. There's Reena, there's Siddhi. There's all of you with your children making their print here, their cosmic footprints here on earth. This is Katyayani, taking birth again for different reasons. And then that divine mother, when life becomes insufferable, when demons plague the world, when injustices roam the world, when her children are being harmed, she stands tall, shameless, naked, furious in rage. She is that dark mother, Kalaratri, who will stand firm against any danger in this world. And then there becomes a time when that mother has seen it all, done it all. I'm sure time and time again you've all said to your children, "I wasn't born yesterday. I seen life before you. Don't worry, I know what I'm talking about. Listen to me, child." Haven't you all said that? Hasn't there been a friend in grief who didn't know how to find their way, who needed satsang, who needed fellowship, and you were there as their advisor? We all play that role. And her name is Mahagauri. Bolo. Mahagauri is she who has experienced everything, who can discern and act in life without judging, without hurting, without condemning, but just being present. But then there becomes a time where that Divine Mother in every single body fulfills her purpose. It is called Dharma, bolo. We are all here with a special purpose, with our own mission, as Mataji continues to say. The mission begins again and again and again. Only 2 weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, we were at dinner, and Mataji is saying, Pratima, you have a mission to start, and I will be here to see it through. That is Mahagauri in my life, an advisor, a mentor, someone who sees my potential and wants to empower it. That is Mahagauri. But then, when I too have fulfilled my job here on earth, the body then becomes cold, and the prana ascends upward. The prana itself ascending, she becomes Siddhidatri. Bolo? Siddhidatri is that eternal force that puppets all of us, known as Mahamaya. And when we then leave this world as the Jiva Mukti, as the soul, we then remerge back to the Paramatma. Adi Shakti, the Diya that we see there, is but a little flicker of the eternal sun in the sky. Bolo? Jayo. So now that we've spoken about the Navadurga, now that we have spoken about you and me and everyone here, let us speak about someone whose story we've heard again and again and again. Jai Shri Rama. Varnanam Artha Sanghanam Rasanam Chand Samapini Mangalanam Kartaro So the story of Shri Rama that I'll be telling you about tonight, it is from the pages of the Sri Devi Bhagavatam. And it is a narration not necessarily about the Ramayana, but it tells you about the backstory about why the Ramayana happens. So one day, Narad Muni went to Lord Shiva. And we know who Narad Muni is, right? Narad Muni is the celestial stage who walks around the entire universe saying, Narayana, Narayana, Om. Satya Narayana, Narayana, Om. Narayana, Narayana, Om. Satya Narayana, Narayana, Om. Bolo, Om Narayana, Narayana, Om. Satya Narayana, Narayana. So Narad Muni goes to Lord Shiva and he says, "Oh great and wise one, do tell me about the way in which Lord Vishnu manifested himself as a human in the form of Shri Rama and who worshipped the mother of the world known as Vishveshwari. At a time when there was so much corruption and destruction, and it was also unfavorable to him. Tell me, O Lord, how did he accomplish his existence?" Sri Taram, Sita Ram, bolo. And Lord Shiva responded, "O Narad, Brahma and Vishnu soon went to Kailash where the mother of the world, Parvati, resides. And Brahma and Vishnu went with folded hands, saying, O Lord Shiva, O Parvati Mata, there is a being here on earth with 10 heads wreaking havoc upon humanity. O Prabhu, he is none but your own Shishya. He is none but your own Bhakta, Dashanand, Ravan. O Lord Shiva, you have blessed him to be so powerful that no one can defeat him. It was by your blessing and by Brahma's blessing that Ravan cannot be defeated by any god. So what are we to do now, O Prabhu?" And Parvati Mata comes onto the scene. Sarvamangal Mangalye Shive Sarvarth Sadike Sharanye Sharan. She's that mother who comes to our beck and call. Trambake Gauri. For you are the wife of Gaurav. Narayani Namostute Ma. For you are the female embodiment of Hari. You are Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Vishnu Mayate Shabita. Namastasye, Namastasye, bolo. Namastasye, Namo Namaha. For For you are the co-conspirator of Vishnu. You are the Maya of Lord Vishnu. So what do I mean by this? Poor Hari. Lord Vishnu always has to take birth on earth to defeat some demon or to eradicate dharma. As he says in Bhagavad Gita, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirabhavate bharata abhyuthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. I will be born again and again and again to eradicate injustice and to preserve Prithvi Mata, to preserve humanity. So Parvati Ma and Lord Shiva now says to Brahma and Vishnu, fear not, for this is destined to happen. And Ravan, yes, he was blessed that no God can kill him. So hear what now, Hari? You have to take birth as a human. Because Ravan underestimates mankind. And by underestimating mankind, he's underestimating my creation. For if I am Purusha, Mother Nature, Father Nature, and Shakti is Prakriti, Mother Nature, then everything that exists is our creation. And even him as our creation, oppressing others, he is doomed for punishment. So Parvati now speaks. Parvati Uvacha. The Divine Mother now takes her true form. She goes from being like us, regular, with 2 arms, to having 18 arms. And she looks at Lord Vishnu, who prostrates in front of her, and she says, you are to be born on earth, O Hari. And when you are born on earth, it is only through my Leela. For you will be born through my cosmic womb as Kaushilya. But I will not send you down here on earth alone, because you have a mission to complete, and it will be a difficult one. You see, Ravan is not only the Bhakta of Shiva, but he's also my Bhakta. He is known to be as the greatest tantric in the world. He worships me in my most fierce forms, going to every extent to please me, whether it is a cruel offering or a peaceful offering. So when someone has this kind of dedication and conviction, they're powerful. Not even the devas can kill them. And so Shri Rama agrees to this mission. And on earth here, there was a great Leela happening now. Raja Dasharatha, the king of Ayodhya, he had a daughter, but he wasn't pleased. So he goes to his guru Vasishtha Muni, very unhappy. He says, oh Guru, I am the greatest king here on earth. I have everything, every luxury. I have a palace, I have 3 wives, I have an entire court that supports me. I can conquer any battle. But what I do not have is a son, O Lord. So guide me what to do. And Guru Vasishtha advised him, you are to do Ashwamedh Yajna. And at the end of this Yajna, you are to do Havan. And you are to worship Prakriti, Adi Shakti, who will then gift you sons. So later on earth, after all of the yajnas were complete, Agni Deva stepped out of that cosmic fire with what we would call kheer. And Agni Deva gives it to Raja Dasharatha, who then splits it between his 3 wives. And then later on, we would hear a grand celebration in Ayodhya. Bells ringing, Gandharvas singing, all of the dancers dancing, Ayodhya filled with colors as we hear Bola Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bola Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Guru Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Bhai Pragat Kripala, Deen Dayala, Kaushalya Hitakari, Harshit Manehari, Muni Manehari, Adbhut Rup Vichari, Lochan Abhilama, Tarugan Shama, Nij Ayudh Bhuj Chari, Bhushan Balwara, Nayan Vishala, Shobha Sindhu Nari. Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, and here is where the Lord now takes birth here on earth, bringing joy to Ayodhya, bringing hope to mankind, bringing joy back to the world. Bhumi Mata, Mother Earth, so overjoyed that Hari has now been born to destroy the evil Ravan. Even she starts to sing. Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Bolo Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram, Jai Jai Ram. And the Purusha Suktam says, Sahasra Shirsha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapala Sabhunim Sarvato Vritva Artitishtar Dashangulam. For the Lord takes birth with 1,000 eyes, 1,000 arms, and 1,000 legs for different purposes. And here he is born as Bolo Ram, 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 Bolo Ram, 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 Bolo And here the Lord has been born here on earth, but he's not alone. He's born alongside with Bharat, Lakshman, and Shatrughan. So here the Lord has agreed to Devi's ma's mission. She says, before he is born, O Madhusudana, Ravan has worshipped me for a long time, and it is true that I live in Lanka to protect him. But the moment that he drags me to Lanka in the form of Sita, I will leave. For he is insulting me in a human body, and I assure you, Ram, just go and take birth on earth, and I will be there as Vishnu Mayate, as your co-conspirator, as your guide, as your friend, and I will even be there to challenge you along the way. Prem se bole Shri Rama Chandra Bhagwan ki jai. So Shri Rama is born on earth now. Just like Shailaputri, he is the baby. Dasharatha Nandan, Shri Ram. And then he grows up as Balaram. And he goes off to Gurukul as a brahmachari. He's a student. And so he now learns in Gurukul what it means to be a kshatriya. For Ved and Veer, it means to be a warrior. It means to embody purpose. It means to serve humanity with every breath in your body. And it means to know that you are here to serve. It means that no matter what you experience, good or bad, loss or gain, you are here with a purpose. And that is to be a kshatriya, Ram. You are here to know the love of your mother and the love of your father, but you are not here to become attached to it, O Ram, for you have a purpose here. And then Shri Ram and his brothers go back to Ayodhya. And they go back to Ayodhya, and shortly after, a being or a sadhu by the name of Vishwamitra comes onto the scene. And he goes to Raja Dasharatha, knowing that Rama is the avatar of Vishnu. This is not where his test truly begins. Ram, you're here. You enjoyed childhood. You enjoyed being a student. Now it's time to put your student, your Gurukul knowledge to the test. So Vishwamitra goes to Raja Dasharatha, and the king of Ayodhya says, "O Prabhu, Adesh, order me, what can I give you?" And Vishwamitra says, "I need Ram. I need him to come. For he has a purpose in this world. And here in my ashram and in the local villages, there are some demons tyrannizing all of us, not letting us do our yajnas in peace. They're throwing bones and carcass into our havan. They're messing with our women. They're messing with us. We have no peace. So we need your son, who has been trained in warfare by his guru. So please send him, as he is the prince of Ayodhya. This is his job, his purpose." And Raja Dasharatha, like every parent, he just got his son back from Gurukul. He says, "Prabhu, I can send my army with you. Ask of me my greatest army, my commander. I will go with you myself." No. Ram is no ordinary boy. Do not underestimate your son. You may be attached to him, you may love him, but he's here with a greater purpose, and his mission starts now. Right, Ma? The mission begins now. And so, Raja Dasharatha eventually agrees, and Ram goes into the forest to where him and Lakshman defeats these evil demons, 15-year-old boys. And so, Vishwamitra takes them all the way to Nepal, because there was a great Swayamvar happening. A Swayamvar for Sita Ma's hand. And so Shri Ram enters into this competition. The youngest of all these kings and princes, even Ravan, who came to compete for Sita. But what did Shri Ram do? As we all know, he lifted the Dhanush. He not only strung it, but he broke it, challenging Parashuram to come onto the scene. And then he won Sita Ma's heart. What does the bhajan go? Shri Raghuvar Komal Kamala Nayan Ko Pehnao Jaymala. For Sita Ma garlands Ram and makes him her husband. And the rest of the brothers married her fellow cousins. So it was one big Vivaha Sanskar. Then they go back to Ayodhya. And this is where jealousy now plays a very big role. But this jealousy was a trigger. It was a catalyst to sending Shri Rama to his greater mission. Right, Ma? For the mission continues. So he goes back to Ayodhya with his beautiful wife, Sita, who is none other than Lakshmi Mata, who is none other than the daughter of Bhumi Mata herself. But the moment they go back to Ayodhya, they enjoy comfort for about a few years. And then Mantra, the caretaker of Bharat, she started to get a little worried. Dasharatha is speaking about coronating Ram to be the king of Ayodhya. So what happens to my Bharat? Mantra says, doesn't he deserve to be king? He's equally as powerful. He is Bharat. Bharat means the land itself, the earth itself, the city itself. He should be king. And so she whispers poison into the ear of Kaikeyi. Okay, Kaikeyi, you need to check in or cash in that boon that Dasharatha gave you years ago. Exile Ram so that Bharat can rule this kingdom and you will be Bharat Ma, thinking of only themselves. And Kaikeyi, at first she rejects this, but then she starts to think of herself and her son. So she goes to Dasharatha and she tells him, I'm ready for you to give me my boon that you promised me years ago for saving your life, Dasharatha. And Dasharatha, being a man of his word, he says, ask of me, wife. And she says, exile Ram and crown Bharat as the king of Ayodhya. Can you imagine what that did to Dasharatha? The son he prayed for, the son he asked for, the son that came here to bring light to his kingdom, he must now send him away. And so he rejected, but then he also remembered that I am Dasharatha. I am the one who conquers the 10 senses. That's how he got the name Dasharatha, because he is a man of his word. So he reluctantly said, Tatastu, with scorn and anger. And then he calls for Shri Rama. He says, Ram, Putra, Kshama karo, forgive me, son, but I must banish you. And Shri Ram doesn't get upset. He accepts fully because he is Raghunandan Ram, Dasharatha Nandan Ram, the son of Dasharatha, who wants to upkeep the word of his father, the honor of his father. They are Suryavanshi. They are men of the sun. They radiate this world with Ishwar Satyahe by being the beautiful truth of the world. So Rama gives up his luxuries, his silk dhoti, his gemstones, his crown, and he puts on cotton robes and a karal, a wooden sandal. For those of you who ever stepped in one, it hurts. It's not easy to walk in them. And Sita Ma and Lakshman decides, we will join you as well, because Sita Ma made that vow of pativrata dharma. For wherever my husband goes, I will go as well. But Ram also made a patni vrata dharma. For when kings are allowed to be polyamorous and have numerous wives, there will only be one for Ram, and that is Sita Ram. So they then go into Banvas with no fear, giving up all of the luxuries. Sita Ma was a princess her whole life. She's only known nannies, silks, mom and dad's love, luxuries, and now she is living with cotton and getting poked with splinters while walking through the forest. This is Shri Rama's first real test of agony. And then we hear that he meets certain people on the way, people who needed help. People who would not have gotten that help had he not been exiled. So he was serving a purpose. And they all gave him shelter. If there's one thing that we know, should we do right in life, God will always provide. So imagine they were in exile, no home, no food, but they were always provided for. Even if it was the trees that looked upon them and grew their limbs to give them shelter, to give them fruit, to be a witness. For we know that when Raja Dasharatha died, Sita Ma performed his shroud before Shri Rama. So the next challenge was, I'm in Banvas. How can I be there for my father's funeral when I have to be here to honor his word? Many of us know through immigration and migration, our parents, our foreparents, they pass away and we can't go to them. Our loved ones pass away and we can't be there with them, and we have to grieve from a distance. How many of us have not experienced that? Right? So Shri Ram, that was his greatest pain, losing his father. But he honored his father's word and he kept going. There even came a time where Shuknika, a demoness, saw Shri Rama, saw this beautiful man, just loving his wife, loving nature, loving animals, and she was so taken by him. And she approaches him very aggressively, saying, I love you. I'm so taken by you. Will you be mine? And he says, no. And he even jokes and he says, you see my brother Lakshman, go to him. He doesn't have anybody. And he sends her there, knowing that Lakshman has a wife. Lakshman says, no, you go back to Ram. And they start to mess with her. And she becomes so aggressive and so angry that when she realizes Sita is there, and that's why Ram is rejecting her, she goes to try to eat her, to try to kill her. And this is where Lakshman chops off her nose and sends her packing. So what does she do? This angry woman, she runs back to Lanka, where her brother Ravan lives. So now this is where Shakti even comes as the form of Tamas, as Shuknika, to catalyze and trigger a story now. So she goes back to Lanka crying, oh Bhaiya, I've been attacked, Bhaiya, I've been mauled. Lies completely about the story, doesn't tell him what she did. Just says, a man, Rama, attacked me, and you know what you should do? You should go and take his wife. And describes her as the most beautiful golden maiden to ever exist. And what does a demon-like creature do? Anything that glistens and shines should be theirs. Ravan is a wealthy king. He has numerous wives, thousands of sons, anything he wants. But now he's hearing about this one glorious maiden. He's never seen her, yet he has to have her. So now a plan is forged. Ravan calls his friend, tells him, disguise yourself as a deer and go and poise yourself in front of Sita. For when she sees you, she won't be able to resist. And so said, so done. And so Sita Ma, seeing this golden deer, this Maya, this illusion, she says, Ram, I want that. Ram says, Sita, that's not what you think it is. Not everything that glistens is gold. She says, no, I want it. And he goes and he tries to get the deer. But upon shooting this deer, the moment that the deer has the arrow in him, he becomes the demon. And he starts to scream, Lakshman! Impersonating the voice of Ram, on purpose to worry Lakshman, to draw him away from there. And what does Lakshman do? He circles the ashram and he leaves. But he didn't want to. Lakshman told Sita, this is a trap. And the moment I leave you, something will happen. I feel it. You know, that intuition? I feel it in my stomach, something's going to happen. Lakshman knew. So he drew the Lakshman Rekha, that fiery circle. And what did evil Rava do? He impersonated a sadhu. And he came to ask, Bhiksham Dehi. So Sita steps out to give him food. And he grabs her. And he drags her onto his chariot. As he's flying away, she's screaming, dropping whatever little jewels she had to leave a trail. And Garud, not Garud, what was the name of the bird? Jatayu. Thank you, Suraj. Give him some extra glory. Jatayu comes to try to rescue Sita. But he's unsuccessful. He puts up a good fight. But Ravan chops off the wings of Jatayu. And he lays there on earth bleeding out, holding on to the little bit of prana he has left in him, just to relate to Ram. Your Dharapatni has been taken. So this is the second really painful experience that Shri Ram has to experience in Vanvas. First, what was it? His father passed away. He couldn't be there with him. The second, he now loses his wife. So when we go through loss, we start to forget ourselves. We start to question ourselves. And then we see the different characters manifest in this story to encourage, to challenge, and also to help Shri Rama. Parvati Mata takes a disguise. before that kidnapping happens. And she says, I want to test Shri Rama. Now that his father has passed on, let me see where his mind is. Does he remember his Vardhan? Does he remember his purpose? Is he embodying a Kshatriya, a warrior to continue despite all of the things he's experiencing? And so Parvati Ma comes as a disguised, beautiful maiden, and she asks him, Ko tum Shamala Gaurashrira. Who are you, O dark warrior, O fierce warrior, dressed up as sadhus, as Brahmins? Now this is a question that's for all of us. At every junction in our life, we're not the same person that we were before, for we evolve. We start off as the baby, Shailaputri, and we evolve through life. So we're different versions of ourselves through that, right? So through this moment of exile and losing a father, Parvati Ma, Shakti, disguises herself to ask him, who are you? What are you doing here? What is your purpose? And he smiles, knowing who she is, and he says, I am the son of Dasharatha, the descendant of the Raghu race. I am Ram. And I know you are Parvati. So if I pass this test, please let me go. His test was to recognize Shakti, purpose within himself. And only when you can see purpose within yourself do you recognize it in others. Jai Ho. So, he then continues on, even after losing Sita. And as he's journeying through the forest, he's then met with another being who's posed as a sadhu, who is none other than Hanumanji. And Hanumanji asks him the same question. Aap kaun ho? Who are you? Kaha se ja raha hu? Where are you going? Where are you coming from? And what is your purpose? Isn't this a very powerful question that we should all ask ourselves on the daily? Who am I? Beyond a name, beyond an individual, beyond my father and mother's child. What is my purpose? And so, after answering Hanumanji's questions and moving him to Bhakti, Hanuman and all of the bears and the monkeys, they then agreed to help him to find Sita. Shri Rama made friends. He made friends because he was good at heart, he was compassionate to others. When he had nothing, no hope, and nothing to believe in, he still helped others. So the universe rewarded him. Jai Ho. They all came to him as friends. And then he went into this battle, a human, an ordinary human, with everything against him. And he somehow finds it within him to cross that water to go to Lanka. And once they reach Lanka, Shri Ram was then advised by Narad Muni, here begins Sharad Navaratri. You are to worship the Divine Mother for 9 days, non-stop. And at the 9th day, or the 10th day, you are to slay Ravan, and you will with all success. So let us join together in these prayers the way Shri Ram did to worship that Divine Mother. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha. And non-stop for 9 days straight, Shri Ram chanted the Navarna mantra. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamunda Devi Jai. Om Aim Hrim Klim divine mother, to the mother that curated this entire play, to the mother that sent him precisely for this purpose. She then gives him the energy to defeat Ravan. And so Ravan falls. And once that battle is over, Sita Ma then returns back to Ayodhya on the Pushpak Viman with Shri Rama. But once Sita Ma gets back to Ayodhya, the people of Ayodhya were rather cruel. They felt that because she was kidnapped, that she stepped out on Shri Rama, that she was unfaithful to him. So they asked that she prove her truth by walking through a fire to prove her chastity. Can you imagine being a victim? And then your own children of Ayodhya treat you that way. So that was another challenge that Shri Rama had to face. Then after that, they were so unhappy with her, even though she proved herself. Shri Rama had to banish her from the kingdom, to which she then gave birth to two beautiful boys, named Lo and Kush. And Shri Ram was the king of Ayodhya for several years, ruling, conquering, being a great king, but lacking as a husband now. He chose being a king above being a husband. But then as the boys Lo and Kush grew, Sita Ma told them, it is time for you to now go to Ayodhya to meet a great king, to which they now narrate a story back to Shri Ram, his own story. They sing all of his glories. They sing about his wife, Sita. And then when they're finished with their bhajan, Shri Ram says, who are you both? And Sita Ma says, they're your sons. You are to take care of them, raise them, and now I'm going to leave this world. Prithvi Mata, Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Bhumi Rupena Samsita. O Mother Earth, open and take me back into the bowels of your earth. For I've had it, for I've fulfilled my purpose, I've endured enough, I'm finished, take me back. And Shri Ram loses his Dharam Bhakti. So this is a great king that we all worship. This is a story that we listen to from time and time again. And oftentimes we're taught to worship Shri Ram, to godify him. But Shri Ram is known to be, repeat after me, Maryada Purushottam. Not to be the perfect human, but to be the ideal human. To be a human that makes mistakes. To be a human that feels pain and that grieves. To be a human that even reacts in fury, that hurts people by mistake. But the ideal human learns from his mistakes. That is how we become Mahabodhi. Through trial and error, through making mistakes. And this is the story of Shri Rama. But it doesn't end there. Being that Shri Rama was a human being like you and I, when his journey ended, he walked himself into the river and he performed, as we know, Avahanam na janami visarjanam, pujam cheva na janami, shamyatam parameshwaram. What did we do today at the waterside? Naya? Visarjan. Basmantam shariram. For when this body is no more, it becomes dust to dust, ash to ash, and it is then returned back to the ocean as Visarjan. I've said time and time again, if you look around, everyone that you're seeing here, we're all walking towards the water together. We're all accompanying each other towards our own Visarjan. We just don't know whose is next. Today was Uncle Arjunji, tomorrow it could be you or me. So what I'm saying to you is, whenever you hear the Shri Ram Charitamramanas, whenever you think of Shri Ram, think of him as a mirror. Think of him as Shakti here on earth, just like you, with a purpose. His life was not all gold and silk and luxuries, but his life was pain and suffering as well. And in Nauda Bhakti, his discourse with Shabri Mata, the final verse, he says, "No matter what you endure in life, good or bad, remain steadfast and fulfill your purpose with faith in the divine." Prem se bole, Jagadambe Mata ki jai. And I conclude here. Jai Sitaram.
Sitaram, wonderful, wonderful.
And I'll ask Mummy to please make the next few statements and lead us into either closing prayer or bhajan.
It was a special desire of mine to have you, Fatima. And Daddy was here, he would love that. But then I think, who didn't like this evening's discourse? Is there anybody who could say that the board was bored?
No one.
So I want to, thanks is not the word, it's just that it doesn't end there, it's only the beginning, I think.
The mission starts.
Yeah, it's only just beginning, the first request. So, Jai Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma, Jai Ma. मेरे मन के अंदर तमस लिए ज्योतिर में उतरो
मेरे मन के अंदर समझ में ज्योतिर में उतरा।
जय जय माँ जय माँ जय जय माँ Roshan Media Connect.
Guys, Shri Ram, thank you all very much.
We'll have Roshan do our closing prayer this evening.
Sure, Roshan.